Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and it is December hosted by Louisa and Barbara. So 49 Dragonflies, Louisa Heinzel, right there. You can follow, and you can, when you share on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, wherever, just put the hashtag December. We are on the 9th of I haven't washed my hands since the last video. We are on the 9th of December, so prompt 9, and the numbers are because those are the days that the videos get released, and there are 18 prompts in total. So journaling card and beloved visitor. And I had an idea for this. As far as my beloved visitor, I thought it would be a beloved visitor, because every spring you want the bees, and you know, they're beloved visitors. So I'm going to do that, and then journaling card. So that's not a lot to go on. You know, I've got my visitor, and it's going to be a journaling card. So I just need to get my base for a journaling card. So I'm going to go to my trash and grab a piece. I think this time I'm going to actually pull out some mixed media stuff, and I'm going to make my journal card with some Amazon packaging. I haven't really done much mixed media yet, other than maybe using what I've already got on hand. So I think, let's see, if he's going to go on here, and I think I'm just going to keep him as a card. So I just want him to, I want to have some space around him, so maybe about this size maybe. Do I want to keep that edge? I'm going to sew around it, so I think I'm going to do here and here and there. So it's going to be a decent size. I'm going to cut that and be right back. I'm going to cut more than one, because if I'm going to get out the paints, I'm always going to do more than one. I was about to get out my cutter and make this all perfect, and then I was like, you know what? We're not going for perfect. We are going for just fun. Ooh, I might even do that. Keep that a little kind of fold that. Maybe not. We'll just cut it, whatever. Alright, so it's not perfect. We're okay with that. We're going to do a couple more here. Just cutting them willy-nilly, pell-mell. So now we have 4 pieces. I tend to start with some gesso when I'm doing this kind of a deal. And let me go ahead and grab a page from my journal. And the reason I grab a page from my journal is because then I've got interesting stuff happening on the back side of the packaging, you know, and also, you know, sort of kind of protect the desk. I know there's only so much protection that can happen the way I work, but that's okay. Oh, well, that's all right. It'll be upside down. All right. Let's just kind of layer these up here. Set my scissors there to hold it down, maybe. Alright, so I'm just going to get some gesso on these. This one I did leave the, well, I think I'll just tear it. This one will be like a torn one. And I have not sewn my snippet yet, you know, as I'm making this video. It will have been sewn by the time you see this video. So I'm going to sew around these as well, which will help make sure that all this white stuff stays inside. If I was not sewing them, then I would probably use some collage papers and go around the edge to keep all that mess out, is what I would do. So let's get some white gesso. You don't have to use gesso, you could use white paint. You know what, why not? I've got this little baby roller that I bought. Might as well use it. And I just want it super random. I don't want it even and perfect. So that one I did the roller. And then another one, I think I'll do a palette knife. Oh, one of them I'll just kind of dip it in there, apparently. That's the plain side, in case I want to have journals on the back, right? So I'm going to use a palette knife. Well, apparently I'm using a palette knife on that one too, because some paint spilled on there. Use a palette knife. Yep, that works. And could even use a brush. Use whatever you want. Use what makes you happy. I don't mind if this ends up showing some of the black parts on this. It would not bother me to have it showing. Alright, I'm going to hit these with the dryer real quick and be right back. Couldn't find him for a sec because he had like turned upside down. Alright, so he's got some light blue and the yellow and the black. So those might be nice colors to use, or the opposite on the color wheel would be what? Opposite of yellow would be purple, opposite of blue would be orange. Let's see, what do we focus? And the blue is really pale, so it's like a neutral. So yellow. Do we want to do some purple? Or do we just want to keep it neutral? I mean, we could totally. Also, we can use some colors we've been using. I've used some peacock feathers. I think that'll work. I like that with yellow. Okay, let's spray some inks on here. And we use some, oh, honey. You have to use some honey, right? Some wild honey, because I know I use these on another card. That's all right. I can do that. But this time we might add a little bit of the sapphire. The sapphire that we had in the last video, which has apparently, let me find it. I'm going to use a little washi tape. I've got this black and white checked washi tape, which I think will be fun to use. I'm going to use some glue so it will stay down, hopefully. So yeah. So I will stick some pieces down. I'm going to put them on all of them because, you know, why not? Just random. I'm not thinking about it too much. Also, I probably won't be able to bring the heat gun to it again after I put the tape on. Maybe. I don't know. Does washi tape melt? I don't know. I guess we'll find out the hard way, won't we? But I like it. So that's what's going to happen. So I will put these down with some glue and be right back. So here we are so far with our journal card bases. This is the one I think that the bee is going to have. And I'm going to make this like a little flip up, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just put them on here. I'm going to put a flower here. I have not decided if I'm going to cut it, like draw it and then cut it and then glue it on, or just draw it on. Well, let's practice on here. Alright, so just going to, well, if this pen wants to cooperate anyway. You could also use a stamp. You don't have to draw. Oh, I think this one I'm going to do one of the flowers that I learned from Cheryl at the Whole Bucket. She was doing these fun doodle-alongs. Well, that is off kilter, but that's okay. I'm just going to aura it around that way. And then just going to do this. Don't know if I'll color it in or not. I might just leave it as it is, just as an open drawing. Now that one kind of looks like a bee butt. It's a bee flower. If you were going to make a bee flower, that's what you would make, right? Make it look like a bee. That's not what a bee flower looks like. Because isn't there actually something called a bee flower? I don't think it looks like that though. But, you know. Then just come on this side again like I did the other one. Just do aura it on one side. So there you go. They just have a fun tag, and then might take some colored pencils in there or something maybe. I guess that's what I could do on here. Okay, what kind of flower do I want to make though? Just do one of mine. Well, I do have stamps. I could use a stamp. That would make the most sense. But no, I'm gonna wing it. This is all about, I'm winging it. I'm not worrying about perfection on any of these. We're letting go of perfection. That's the theme. That is my December theme altogether. Not even just December, but December is, I'm not stressing. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. Look at that. All the way down. And a leaf. a sad leaf down there. And let's see, we can go ahead and kind of do some little flicks in the middle. If our pen lets us. Our pen does not like the distress inks, that's all. And I have shown how I do like my patchwork flower and stuff, if you ever want to go back and look at that video. But today I'm just keeping it simple. I'm gonna do some little bits of stuff up here though, where the little indentations are. Because why not? Yes, you can draw your own flowers, because you know what? Flowers are not perfect in nature, so they do not have to be perfect in your drawings. So there's a flower, and my bee is gonna be right there. And I might just glue them on as a tuck. That way if I want to stick anything in there I can, but I don't have to. So there is my journal card and my beloved visitor. I mean, we don't want them to stop visiting or we all die. So he's very beloved. I think a little bit of green. Oh, you know what? That's from this. Must have got set on there. So we'll just add, oh no, that's not the color. Oh, well, I was going to add that color earlier. That's okay. We'll just put it in a couple spots there then. Three spots. Yep. Patricia will be proud. All right, glue back down. I wanted this green, which you can see why I thought that was that green. That's not that green. That green is that it? Old paper. No, it's not the old paper. It's the, I know what I want, crushed olive. It might be actually twisted citron, because that's probably the one that leaked. I'm just going to put a little bit, since, well, now we got the blue on there too, but just a little bit. There we go. And if I want that flower to stand out more, I could always come back in with some colored pencils, but for right now, I'm pretty happy with it. Let me dry it real quick. So now I just need to find a page. I just need a decorated page to put it on, right? I've been remiss in decorating my pages. I don't know, that's a little too crazy, isn't it? Let's do a little bit more gesso on here. Yeah, let's do some more gesso. And ink, and do some inking in maybe like the opposite on the color wheel. Oh, I just got confused because I'm working on 2 videos at once, and I just saw the piece from the previous video that I haven't finished yet, and I got confused for a second. That's all right. It's all good. All right, this is my favorite when it does that. And that pretty much happens when you just kind of go flat, but it doesn't always work. All right, so we have blues and greens and turquoise, a little bit of yellow, and our bee is yellow, and on the other side of this is orange. Should we just do, let me dry, I'll just do neutrals maybe. I don't know. I have no idea. Let me dry this real quick. All right, I decided I'm gonna make this the pocket, and this will go in the pocket there. So I think I will do some like yellows and oranges on the back of this page here for fun. So I've got my wild honey, so we'll spray some of that on there. And probably do some brown too, because how now, brown cow. Got our scorched timber. Kind of do that from further up so that it's not quite, so it's a little bit less whatever. And then I've got spiced marmalade. Sure, why not? And I don't really need to worry about over here because that's going to close. All right, let me dry this real quick. So the reason I hold the scorched timber back higher up so that it gives me less splatter so it doesn't overwhelm it, because scorched timber is fairly dark. Just saying. So I'm just going to add some glue here and make this a pocket. And this is a trash journal, so I don't mind that the little maple cookies are showing. That actually makes me happy, because it's a trash journal. I want people to, I want to remember that I use trash in this journal. That's the whole point of this journal. And I will try to remember to link where I made the journal in the description box each time, hopefully. So that is the page. Let me put it in the journal real quick, and just stick it right here. So this fold goes like that, and then here's our page, and it's looking cool. All right, I hope you guys have a delightful day. Love you.